Oh, our guest of honor looks so happy.
Yeah, she'll be real happy when they dump water on her head.
So is Parker all set with a babysitter?
Oh, yeah. I loaded them up with games to keep them busy. Oh, Jack. Isn't she beautiful?
You know, at least a dozen Snyder babies have worn this christening gown.
The best part is, one day, her child will wear it, too.
So what do you think Mike is? He was really excited about being godfather.
Well, you guys really bonded over this christening thing, didn't you?
Well, bonded is too strong a word.
What? Well, I'm not implying that you actually hugged each other or
Darling,
anything.
come on.
What?
Enough with that,
Oh,
really.
come on.
Seriously.
Are you telling me that when Parker grows up and he hits a grand slam home run in the 7th game of the World Series, you're not going to give the guy a hug?
Kids are different. Yes, they are.
Okay. Make sure you write these rules down for me so I can keep them straight, okay?
Hey, I'm glad I talked to Mike. You were right. He'll always be there for Sage if she needs anything.
I'm proud of you, G-Man. I know it took a lot for you to ask him.
A lot of arm twisting.
Ha. Fine. But one day, Sage will know how lucky she is to have the most incredible daddy in the whole wide world.
Yes.
So?
So, how many stars, girl?
You want a review? Too many to count. How about you?
You? A perfect 10.
And why did we wait so long?
Scruples.
You got any?
Me? No. I'll tell you what. I never thought I'd say this. I'm sure glad we waited.
Yeah, we could wait for round 2. Or not. Maybe not.
What will you have? Everything's on your terms anyway, right? Your terms.
Us being here in this place that means something to both of us. My term is that you want me as much as I want you.
I do. I do. I do.
There's no going back now, you know.
So, you think we did the right thing?
Lily, I'm not so sure you did the right thing talking to Paul.
He has the right to know how confused Rose is.
Is she confused?
Yes, of course she is. She still has feelings for Paul.
Maybe that's just wishful thinking on your part.
Oh, you weren't here yesterday when Paul walked in. And wait, since when are you a fan of Dusty's?
I'm not. But you drew a line in the sand, and Rose promised to stay away from Dusty. My question to you is, what happens if she breaks that promise? Are you ready to freeze her out of our life?
Keeps Dusty at a safe distance? Yes. Yes.
Look, I'm not going to tell you what to feel, but I think that you should let Rose choose who she wants without having some sort of threat hanging over her head.
What are we supposed to do in the meantime while she figures this all out? How do we keep our kids safe? I mean, Dusty was involved with these people that kidnapped me. Maybe there's some more out there. I can't take that risk. No way. Hi.
It's a bad time?
No.
I could just come back if it is.
No. No. I gotta get Rose. I told her I'd take her to the christening. Okay, I'll see you guys at the church.
Okay. Love you.
Love you.
Hey, we got some time before we go?
Yeah, sure. What's on your mind?
A brand new life.
Excuse me?
Holden, give me a clue how I become the kind of guy that Lucy really needs.
I went through all these catalogs, Daddy.
Oh, well, that was fast. Sweet as Dartmouth, Wesleyan. I like where we're headed here.
Northwestern, too.
Northwestern, well, yeah, that's got geography going for. But let us not take geography too far, all right? Oakdale U?
Well, you told me to decide on the schools I wanted to see.
To see, not settle for.
But Oakdale U is a great school.
No, it's not for you, sweetness. All right? So we're going to file Oakdale U right where it belongs.
Mr. Ryan?
Call me Paul, please. You must be Andre.
It is a pleasure. Thank you for inviting me. I am so anxious to see Jennifer again.
Hey, come on in. Come on in.
Is Jennifer here?
No, Jennifer lives with her mother.
I'm confused,
Yeah, it's very confusing. Jennifer will be here in a minute. I was kind of hoping that you and I would get a chance to talk before she got here.
Of course. I'm sure you've heard many stories. We had a terrible misunderstanding before
Yeah, no, I heard about the misunderstanding. Something to do with money and other women.
What happened was entirely my fault. She is perfect in every way.
Nobody's perfect.
Jennifer is to my eyes, huh?
That's not how you're gonna start it, is it?
Pardon?
Well, you know, when you try and win her back.
I hope I have your approval. Jennifer respects you very much.
Do you respect Jennifer?
Yes, of course.
Really? How much is respect going for these days on the open market? How much are you gonna squeeze my sister for this time around?
You can't throw this out. I want to apply there.
What for?
As a safety school.
Sweetness, with your grades and pedigree, you don't need a safety school.
Well, what is wrong with exploring the possibility of going to school here?
Everything. All right? What do you want to do with your life?
I'm not sure yet.
And how are you going to become sure?
By going to college, I guess.
Yes, well, and the best place to do that is not going to be around a keg. You go to a great school where great thinking and great accomplishments are encouraged and honored, all right? Like these other places that you picked out.
But they're so far away.
It's an hour or two by plane. You know, if you're going to live your dreams, you got to get serious about a great school.
I am, but you have to let me weigh their advantages with the other advantages.
I see. So let me see. Dartmouth has academic prestige, a star-studded faculty, and Oakdale U has Aaron Snyder.
This is not about Aaron.
Sweetness, I am bending over backwards to try and accommodate this relationship. But I am not going to stand by and watch Aaron drag you down into mediocrity.
Back up. What's wrong with the life that you have? Has Craig said something to you?
No. Craig's been cool. I mean, as cool as he's ever gonna get, but...
Well, then where's all this coming from?
Holden, ever since I met Lucy, I mean, she's like all I've ever thought about. Seeing her, being with her. And now that everything's cool with her dad, I mean, it's giving me some time to think, you know, about what comes next. Lucy will be going to college next year.
So, you're trying to figure out where that leaves you.
Well, no, because I'm going with her. I just don't know as what. I mean, I need a plan, too, you know? I need a plan where Lucy needs to be proud of me or I don't stand a chance against these college guys. So I'm going to ditch Bert's garage, find a real future. Fast.
Well, what you call fine silk, I call garbage. Now you tell that distributor of yours that he is off of my list of suppliers permanently.
Haven't lost your touch.
Well, I admit that I love being back at work, especially having you by my side. Watching, learning how to make decisions.
And how to fire suppliers.
They have to be treated like children sometimes, you know, hand in hand.
Is that a message for me?
Don't be silly.
Can you spare me today?
I thought we were going to have lunch with our new financial advisor.
Can we make it tomorrow?
Big plans?
Not really.
Mm-hmm. Is that a yes?
No, Mom, it's a not really.
Oh, must be important.
Can I take the day?
Honey, you don't punch a time clock.
Thank you.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. How about I, treat you to a manicure before you head off?
My nails are fine.
Well, I'm sure they are, but when you have something important going on, it always feels nice to have a little touch-up.
It's just a date, Mom.
As if I didn't know.
Right, so now you know. Can we just move past me?
Who's the lucky gentleman?
I wouldn't necessarily call him a gentleman.
Well, I certainly hope he is. How'd you meet him?
I'll let you interrogate me later, I promise, but I really have to run. And, Mom, don't call the caterers quite yet, okay? We're just having a drink. Maybe.
Whoa, 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 wait, not so fast, young lady. I want to know all about this mystery man.
Jennifer shares in your wicked sense of humor, huh?
You think so? I mean, the rest of my family, not so funny.
There was one evening in Florence when
Yeah, at the Hotel Michelangelo.
Jennifer told you?
Mm-hmm. 20 grand in charges over like 3 days, and yeah, here it is. Jennifer's treat. Doesn't stop there, though, does it? You know, it's just 20 months back rent on the villa in Tuscany, and the old Paris palace, whatever that was.
Jennifer, she deserves the best, does she not? You strike me as a man of good taste, huh?
Well, I can afford good taste. You, the last 5 years of your life, it, you know, reads like a bad novel. The lonely widow in Paris, the bad checks in Athens, the other lonely widow in, where was it? It was, right, it was Marseille. That's where the yacht disappeared. Did you know what happened? You know that yacht, it came back, and some guy tried to buy it with cold, hard cash, only to find out that it was stolen. Any of this sounding familiar to you, Andy?
My friends call me Andre.
Oh, is that like a French word for felon?
I think it is time that I leave.
You know, I haven't even gotten to the good part yet, but you know what? Kind of reads like a bad novel. It's really predictable. Trusting women and large sums of money disappearing into thin air.
What do you want from me?
I'm going to explain to you in a language that even you can understand. Cash. I have to win a bet. You cooperate with me, and I'll make sure that you leave Oakdale with $50,000. C'est bon?
You're asking me if we did the right thing? Of course we did the right thing. What everybody else thinks, I don't know. I don't care.
Teach me how to do that.
I can't teach you how to do that because it's not in you.
Oh, I shouldn't have waited. I don't know why I listened to anybody else. I don't know why.
Was it worth the wait?
Well, if I knew it was going to be that good, I would have gotten you in the sack the minute you said hello.
Well, I don't know about that. I had a lot of bad press at the time.
I don't care about your past. Come on. Want to talk war stories? I got war stories. I'm no Snow White.
I'm not talking about the past. I'm talking about where you go from here. I'm telling you right now, it's not going to be easy. Lily and Holden are your family, you know?
Your family's supposed to want you to be happy.
Should. You happy?
Look at me. Oh, I'm happy. Nothing else matters in this world, just you and me. Nothing else matters. Can't you read the sign? We're closed. Do you remember Parker's first day of preschool?
Well, when you hid behind that tree on the playground to make sure he was happy.
Well, you think crazy things when you're a parent. Like, if I never let them out of my sight, then nothing bad will ever happen. They'll always be happy.
But it doesn't happen like that, does it?
Just wait till Sage's first day.
Oh, I got that all figured out. We're homeschooling her. I've got a lot to learn about letting go. You're gonna have to help me with that.
Well, you know what they say. Give them freedom, they always come home.
That's what was so cool about Emma. She was always like that.
Smart lady.
Mm-hmm. You say the words, Carly, but you just don't understand them until you live it, you know?
What? What words?
That you would die for your kids. Without even thinking twice.
That is the one real truth I know of. And nothing bad is going to happen to us, Jack. We have waited a very, very long time for our happy ending. And this time we're going to get it.
No matter how much you care about Lucy, you need to do what's right for you.
Well, why can't I do them both?
Because it doesn't always work out that way. Leaving Bert's garage, that's good. Because you're smart and you can do more with your life. But if you make those changes just to hold on to Lucy, those changes, they're not going to be real and lasting.
Why?
Because you're going to end up cutting and pasting your dreams just to hold on to her. And that might be okay for a little while, but if you don't do what makes you happy, eventually you're going to be miserable. And Lucy will feel that resentment.
I can never resent Luce.
Just make sure of it. Make sure that your needs are as important as hers, or you will lose the very thing that you're trying so hard to hold on to.
Well, that was insulting.
I am just stating the obvious.
What is wrong with wanting to be with Aaron?
If Aaron is half the guy you think he is, he will not want you to compromise either. So here is what we are going to do. We are going to take Oakdale University off the table. And if that means you're going to fly back and live with your mother, so be it. But in the end, you will wish you had listened to me.
Do I even want to know what that was all about?
Two guesses. Aaron. Daddy thinks I want to apply to Oakdale University just so I can be with him.
Is he wrong?
Not you, too.
Lucy, I think your father knows a bit more about life and the value of a good education than you do. So if I were you, I would respect that fact and listen to what he has to say.
That's my girl.
I guess I'll get out of here.
What part of him being dangerous don't you get? Well, I get it. You've been yapping about Dusty for so long, I could recite it back to you. Chapter and verse. But that's your reality. Dusty's a part of my life now. I can't change that. You know, I don't want to change it. This is a mistake, Rose. But it's my mistake. What are you doing? You crashing my party here. Why don't you just call the cell phone? I tried to call you. Your phone was off. I'm here to pick you up for the christening, remember? The christening. I completely forgot. I wonder why. All right, let's hear it. Come on, let's hear it. All the big talk, all the threats, just get it out. No, Rose. No, I'm not going to threaten you. I'm going to tell you the truth. Which is something that you'll never get from Dusty. As long as he is a part of your life, you cannot be a part of mine. You can have Dusty or your family, but you cannot have both.
Coming up on As the World Turns.
Well, here's the deal. I'm with Dusty. And I'm staying with Dusty. If that means you're gonna slam the door in my face, so be it.
Don't worry, you're not taking Jennifer anywhere, but it's important that Barbara, the devil, believes that you are. Got all that?
Nothing like a good ultimatum to get your blood flowing. Listen to teach you that? This is not about my mother. It's about control. And most times, it does more harm than good. I love your kids. I love them like they're my own. Then don't put them in danger. What's more dangerous, them seeing me happy or seeing their mother take it all away from me? Don't you dare try to turn this around and make me the bad guy. Don't you remember? Dusty almost got us killed. How many times are you gonna use that card? I mean, he didn't. Okay, we're here. No thanks to him. Lots of thanks to him. He really put his neck on the line for both of us. If it weren't for Paul. See, he's the guy. He's the guy you should keep your kids away from because there's something about him. Something is going on with him that I don't quite understand. And everybody's bending over backwards, pretending like he's the same old Paul. He saved your life. Yeah, ask him why, Lily. You get a lot of double talk. Something sneaky going on behind that smile. Something that wasn't there before. You know what? It doesn't even matter. If he was the same old Paul as he was before, it didn't matter. We're still finished. We were finished before he got on the plane, so just get used to it. You were over because of Dusty. So what? Why can't it be that Paul and I were not meant to be together, but Dusty and I are? Why do you want to take that away from me? Hey, why don't you give up Holden? Don't compare. You are judging Dusty because some old mistakes came back to bite him. He hung out with some bad people. He's trying to make up for it. So what? He doesn't live on Lakeshore Drive. I know a lot of small people live in big houses. It doesn't matter, you know? You know what matters? What's on the inside. And you are wrong about Dusty. Well, then you be happy being right. And I'll be happy with Dusty for as long as it lasts. Because I live by what's in here. So here's the deal. I'm with Dusty. And I'm staying with Dusty. If that means you're gonna slam the door in my face, so be it. I'm tired of knocking on your door, begging you to let me in.
You have plenty of time to figure this out. But we don't have much time if we're going to make it to that christening. I told Jack that,
Jack, that's it. I could join the family business. Look, my dad, Jack, they're both cops. I can join the force.
You want to be a cop?
Why not? It's a great idea. There's always work when you're a cop. You know, look at the bright side. If Lucy goes to Northwestern, I'll transfer to Chicago PD. She goes to Harvard, I can go to Boston PD.
All right, let me ask you this. What if somebody pulls a gun on you? Are you going to be able to shoot back? No. I didn't think so.
Yeah, all right, we'll scratch that.
Yeah, we should probably scratch that. Listen, like I said, you have plenty of time. And you know what? The future is a funny thing. Sometimes the thing that you're searching so hard to find, when you least expect it, it finds you. Come on, let's go.
Honey, loving someone isn't about limiting your horizons. It's about broadening them. Aaron has to understand that you are smart and ambitious and have dreams. Your father and I just want to help you make those dreams come true. Aaron has dreams too. And from what I've seen, those dreams begin and end with you. So who's the one who should make the compromises here? The one with the bright future ahead of her? Or the one who doesn't seem to have any future at all?
50 grand. That got your attention, didn't it?
It is a lot of money.
Didn't earn it yet, did you?
You mentioned the bet.
Not your concern.
Then what is my concern?
Jennifer, do you love my sister?
Yes, I do, in my way.
Yeah, your way so far has been kind of a problem. Really, no more lies, okay? Just tell me the truth.
All right. I had some debts, and I needed some money to make them go away, and Jennifer had it. And she's so very pretty.
You didn't love her. Say it.
I didn't love her.
See, doesn't that feel better, just to say that? You ever use my sister again, and the only woman you'll ever have contact with is the nurse who hands you the sippy cup so that you can drink your supper through a straw.
I think we understand each other.
That's great. Here's what I need for you to do. I want you to take my sister out for a nice meal. I made a reservation for the two of you at a place called the Lakeview. You throw a lot of money around, big tip, really nice table. Order yourself a very expensive bottle of wine. I want you to tell her how you have changed, how you have learned from all of the mistakes, yeah? Tell her a bunch of things that you really have no intention of ever doing. I bet you're pretty good at that. And in the middle of all that, her mother will arrive.
Why our mother?
Really? Why her mother? Barbara. Woman's the devil. Anyway, you are going to tell Barbara, the devil, that you cannot rest until you get Jennifer back to Europe. Now, don't worry, you're not taking Jennifer anywhere, but it's important that Barbara, the devil, believe that you are. You got all that? Because that's probably her. With the...
Jennifer, I've missed you. I can't tell you how much.
Brooke, Nick, Ridge, hot enough for you. The bold and the beautiful.
I love you, Rose. But you're a grown woman. You're responsible for your own actions, but the children are vulnerable. So under the circumstances, I think it's best that you don't see them. Well, then I guess you better help Faith finish that paper doll book that I started, and I got Luke this present that he wanted, this game. I guess I'll just put it in the mailbox. I'll tell him it's from you. You really gonna do this? Not by choice. You always got a choice. I mean, Lily, I knew we were different, you know? Just look in our closets. You're silk and I'm hand-me-downs. But where I come from, you don't do this to family. You don't make them dead. You fight and you scratch and you crawl to make each other, to work it out. And sisters, it's blood. Even if you got World War III, you work it out. And end up friends. Well, but it doesn't seem like that's happening with us. It's not true.
What's that true?
Don't throw your life away for him. Do you hear me? He's not worth it.
You okay?
I can't believe she did it. I mean, Lily cut me out of the family. I can't believe it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry, because it's not your fault. Everything's gonna be fine. I mean, Lily had to do what she had to do, and I gotta do what I gotta do, and that's it. That's it.
Lucy, I'm not criticizing Aaron. You know how much I like him. But that doesn't blind me to the reality of the situation. You and he have been raised under entirely different circumstances. And since you're the one with set goals, I think Aaron should accept that and respect that and do whatever it takes to support you.
I couldn't have said that better myself.
And I think we've talked the subject to death for one day, don't we?
I should go over to the church. I'm meeting Aaron.
We can go over the rest of that college material tomorrow, sweetness.
Yeah, sure. And I'll think about what you said about Oakdale University.
Thank you, sweetness.
She is such a great kid.
Yeah. And to hear you actually agreeing with me, kind of a turn on. I'm in your debt.
Good. Now it's time for you to pay up.
I just got my clothes on.
No, not that way.
Well, what way did you have in mind?
I'd planned to use my penthouse as my office. But apparently you and I had a bit of a miscommunication, and it was sublet to Paul Ryan.
Please do not dampen an otherwise cheery day.
Well, now I have no place to shut myself off and work.
All right, well, then just kick him out. Tell him you changed your mind.
I tried to do that, but he's claiming squatters' rights.
Oh, I see.
So what should I do? Should I call lawyers?
No, drag it out while Paul stays in your place.
Exactly.
We can drive to the church separately.
Oh. It's not a priority. I mean, you don't have to take care of it right away.
Your wishes are my priority. Relax. I think I know how to handle Barbara's little whelp.
I hope you don't mind that I've come to Oakdale.
Paul told me he asked you to come.
And I jumped at the chance. I thought of nothing but this face ever since you left. I'm sorry. It's just so beautiful.
Thanks. You look great, too.
I do not deserve your kindness.
Why are you really here, Andre?
I've been a fool, Jennifer. I thought you were like the others, that I could move on, as I have many times in the past. But after you left, I realized there could be no others.
Why not?
Because I've fallen in love.
With my money. Which, by the way, is all gone, thanks to you.
Jennifer, I have changed. I've come all this way to prove it to you.
Do you have a job? You know, or did some relative die and forget to leave you out of their will?
You're not going to make this easy for me, are you?
Did you make it easy for me when you walked out and left me with hardly any money to get back home?
No. And I should never forgive myself for that, Jennifer. There is so much I need to say to you. But not here. Please, let's go someplace where we can talk. Perhaps we could have some lunch?
I don't think my mom would appreciate me maxing out her credit card to support your champagne habit.
That will not be necessary. Your brother has told me about a wonderful restaurant, the Lakeview. And I would be grateful, Jennifer, if you would allow me to buy the champagne, if for no other reason than to celebrate what we once were to each other. What I wish we were again.
I missed you so much, Andre. Why don't you wait for me in the lobby? I won't be long, but I need to talk to Paul for a second.
I'm sure we'll meet again, huh?
Oh, thank you.
Sure you're happy now?
Well, I can't tell if he's being sincere or if he looked Mom up on the internet so he could figure out her net worth to the very penny, but even if this all falls apart, at least I know my big brother loves me enough to help me to figure it out. You're the best. Ooh.
All right. Trying to bring Big Mama into the game.
I hope you don't have the idea that this godmother gig ends today. I expect you to be around. I want Sage to see the powerful Rosanna Cabot in action. And if she turns out to be a little bit like you, I won't be too depressed.
Thank you so much.
Where's Rose? I thought she was coming with you.
When I went by her shop, she had some company.
Dusty?
Yeah. I found them. Together. I mean, together.
Really?
Yeah.
What happened?
I told her if she's with him that she can't be a part of our lives.
Yeah, how'd she take that?
She said if she lost us, it would be at my doing, not hers.
You know, I probably shouldn't be saying this
But don't
to you,
defend her.
but,
You know, she cannot even go a week without seeing those kids, and you know that.
Yeah, well, the kids, they're gonna miss her too. I mean, you know, she's always in and out of there.
I know. As hard as it's going to be on all of us, if it makes Rose come to her senses, it's worth it. We've got to get Dusty out of her life. For good. Hi, sorry we're late. Jack, Carly, I hope you don't mind. I brought a friend.
Jennifer's been very confused. I mean, you've seen her. I just think that she should have a chance to talk to the guy, you know, hash things out. That way she can make a clean break. On her own terms.
I wish you had discussed this with me first.
But it's not up to you. It's up to Jennifer what happens with this relationship.
The only thing this guy wants out of this relationship is her bank account. And I hope she doesn't fall for the same tricks again.
People change.
Men like that never change, Paul.
All I know is that they're having a meal at the Lakeview. And, with any luck, he'll be on a plane to Paris by the end of the evening.
And if he isn't?
Well, that's Jen's call. Really, I just thought that you should be aware of what's going on. I don't want you getting in the middle of this at all.
You're right. And thank you very much for letting me know all of this. Bye-bye. Eddie, would you do me a favor? Would you please call the dining room and have them reserve the booth for me all the way in the back at lunchtime? I want as much privacy as I can possibly get.
Of course, Miss Ryan.
Oh, you got one day. Pack your things and get out of my wife's penthouse.
On the next, As the World Turns.
Must have been interesting to date a girl who took her clothes off for so men.
You shut up about Rose.
I'm going to keep seeing Dusty. You're going to sacrifice your family because you can't stand not having a man in your bed?
He will follow you, though. By the time Mike gets to Australia, Simon and I will be long gone.